Hello and welcome to the first video of the Level Up series, which is meant to help Agile practitioners take your game to the next level. Whether you're a Scrum Master, an Agile coach, an organizational design coach, or a transformation coach, or someone who wants to one day become one of those things, I'm making this to help you out. My goal with this series is to give you free, real, helpful information that might not be obvious in a format you can pick up and do something with it. So in this first video, I want to talk about something that I think is not obvious: conferences, and how to get the most you can out of them for free. Agile conferences can be a great touchstone to take you out of your routine and explore ways other people are trying to or have addressed the same problems you may face in your day-to-day. They're usually organized in tracks based on industry, role, or experience level, and are designed to create opportunities for interactions with like-minded individuals. Conferences can be expensive, and as someone on a journey of continuous self-improvement, you might not always have the organizational support to attend or the capital to invest in attending. If you want help in making the case to attend a conference, those conferences generally have supporting information on their site, packaged really nicely that you can give to the person who can make that decision. Conferences are points in time that collect the most well-respected thought leaders and newest ideas in the Agile world, but there are more ways to get more out of them and hear about these ideas sooner. So let's talk about 3 things that you can do right now to arm yourself with more information. First, let's talk about the main conferences in the Agile world at the time of making this video, and how you can get an incredible amount of information and value out of these conferences even without attending. Second, let's talk about how you can use social media to keep up to date with these conferences as they're going on and after. And third, let's talk about other avenues to get more specific learning using meetup.com or chapter organizations. So the main Agile conferences are Agile 2019 was the most recent, Agile 2020 will be the new one, run by Agile Alliance, the Global Scrum Gathering, which is run by Scrum Alliance, and the SAFE Summit, which is run by Scaled Agile Inc. Each of these conferences are run by member organizations who, generally speaking, provide training and certification paths for Agile practitioners. They run between $1,600 to $1,750 at their cheapest for registration and require membership for full access to content. So let's talk about each real quick, starting with Agile. The website that Agile 2019 and the previous conferences used is called SCED. I'm going to put a link to it, but on it you'll see the list of sessions that were run. You can organize them by track, search individually for a person or a topic, and see which sessions were popular. But the best and most valuable part of this site is that they attach the presentations from most of the sessions to the page, and you can access them or download them for free. One of the things that I do and that I highly recommend is download as many as you can consume and search through them for at least one insight that you might be able to apply to your current situation. I tend to put these in a database so I can reference them later, or find one I want to send to a certain person, or find an answer I got to a question somebody asked me and follow up with that. You certainly can't always get the context from a presentation without being there, but you'd be surprised with what you can learn. This site has dozens, if not hundreds, of presentations available each year, all for free. On top of that, Agile Alliance offers some videos of these presentations for free, with many more after a paid yearly membership. SAFE Summit. SAFE Summit presentations are a little bit harder to find, but they're also online and freely available for download. While it is more narrow in nature, if you're operating in the Scaled Agile framework or you anticipate that you might someday, this is going to be one of the best sources of information you can find. I'll put the link to the 2018 and 2019 Summit presentations below, and this year they did a great job of capturing more video from more presentations, which you can also access for free. If you hold a SAFE certification, the links to these presentations will likely be emailed out to you. But even if you're not, you can expect that about a month after the conference happens, that everyone should be able to access them. And then the Global Scrum Gathering. It's probably the most difficult to find information on. Their presentations are not easily findable from their site, and they may be archived. But what you can do is go to the event site and take a look at the program from previous years, get the details and key points from each session, and find who the speakers are. You can take that information and search for the presentations, many of which the authors either posted their own sites or publicly available sites for free. If you make the time to look at the information from the sites above each year, not only will you be armed with a ton of relevant information to the role you're in or that you want to have, but you'll also be well ahead of your peer group in terms of understanding and incorporating the newest thinking and techniques. Okay, next let's talk about social media. There are two things you can do to give yourself even more context of attending a conference without being there. The first is that conferences usually have a promoted hashtag, hashtag Agile 2019 as an example. If you follow this hashtag search on Twitter while the conferences are going on, you can get a sense of what sessions or ideas really stuck out, and you can interact with attendees and presenters as well. Second is, after you review all of the information we just talked about, is to go to LinkedIn and find the presenters whose content you enjoyed, connect with them. If you have a question on one of the presentations, ask them. They may answer you. If you have an idea that you liked or a broader topic or movement that you want to follow, then there's probably a LinkedIn group that you can join to keep up to speed on what's going on with that. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about is how to have the experience of a conference on a local level. Meetup.com is a great way to find user groups that put on events that you can attend for little to no cost. There may be few or no groups in your area doing exactly what you want to do, but there also may be many, as is the case in the greater DC area where I live. If there's not a lot of groups, it might be an opportunity for you to bring people together to share or to work on your ideas. And then the last way to get engaged is through local membership chapters. There may be other organizations that you can join specific to Agile that may be a cost, but will be significantly less than conferences. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you in taking the next step to level up your Agile practitioner knowledge. If you have any questions or ideas to add on top of these, post them in the comments and I will respond. You can also reach out to me at the information below. The next video in this series, I'm going to dig a few levels deep into Agile metrics. What are they? Why should you use them? How do you make them better? And how do you get people to really care about them? See you then.